You're listening to The Gorge. This is a podcast where my friend Sara and I gorge ourselves on overanalyzing a game or game-related topic every week. Today we are analyzing Overwatch for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
Should we? I mean...
You know, I debated it a long time. Oh shit, wait. Okay, no, it's going. Okay, never mind, we're good. Yeah, I debated it a long time.
I mean, because like, I've played 2 hours of Overwatch.
I've watched a lot of gameplay of it.
Oh, good.
And then I read a lot of lore about it.
Yeah,
because neither of us have PCs that are gaming capable right now.
And I don't want to play it on PS4.
Yeah, because that's another $50.
And fuck that. It's not even on the box. Like,
I know.
It's on the back of the box, and I didn't even notice it. I literally purchased the game. You did too. Purchased the game, got it home, fired it up, was real excited, and then it's like, you gotta have PS Plus. And then I realized just how out of touch with video games I am now. You know what I mean? I was like, because like, I'm still existing under the impression from the PS3 that online multiplayer for the PlayStation is free.
Yeah, you just pop the thing in and then you go. That's why it was better than Xbox, because you could just pop the disc in and you could play online. And PS Plus was only for like, if you want special features.
Shit. Not anymore. Turns out you gotta pay the cash dollars to do online stuff. So that's a bummer.
And it sucks because I really wanted to play Overwatch, but not that badly.
Right? Not $50 badly. I'll hold off until my PC is working again.
But we decided we should do this now because everyone is talking about Overwatch. And
we love... I mean, I love Overwatch as a thing. Mm-hmm. I think it's pretty, and I like the lore. And it's really, really pretty.
And there's enough to talk about that we can talk for an hour and a half about just the lore aspect of it alone.
I mean, yeah, because there's a ton of it already, and there's more coming, which is even more awesome. The first legit graphic novel is out in November.
Dude, it's so close!
I know, it's what month is it? August?
3 months.
That's super close, which is amazing, and it'll be like the first like legit graphic novel release, and then they'll put out a physical version of it in April.
That's
which
awesome.
Is super exciting. I know, and I'm just like really rearing to go for more shorts and stuff. And I love Overwatch. I did not expect to like.
I was
Overwatch.
So apathetic towards Overwatch, and then I just kept seeing art of characters. And I'm like, okay, they're cool looking at least. And then I started like reading a little bit about it, and I'm like, okay, they're really cool. And then I saw like a lot of gameplay, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I know. It's pathetic. It's pitiful how easily I was lured in to Overwatch. Because like I got bored. I saw some stuff on Tumblr from the Soldier 76 video, like his little animated short. And I was like, man, that looks like grown-up Pixar. Let's go watch it.
Yeah.
So, and then I was stuck. I'm like, shit. I didn't mean for this.
I will say, I want to put a disclaimer right at the beginning. I'm going to be comparing a lot of Overwatch to a lot of TF2. Because when my PC worked, I played a lot of TF2.
I did not. That's the thing. See, this is the fucked up part about Overwatch for me. And you know this, and the people listening at home will now know this. I hate multiplayer. I hate multiplayer. I don't like playing video games with people. I think 90% of people that I play video games with who aren't my friends are just annoying. You know? Yeah. The handful of times I've had a positive experience with multiplayer was in strictly co-op modes. So, Gears of War and Left 4 Dead. I enjoyed both of those games a lot. For the simple reason of, I like playing video games with people as long as I'm not playing against other people.
And we also probably would have played more Far Cry 3 multiplayer if it played anything like regular Far Cry 3 and wasn't like a completely different thing where we're like, oh god, all our stealth skills are bullshit.
Yeah, what's the Okay, we can't have that conversation, but we're gonna have it for like a 2-second thing. But literally, what is the point of having a co-op mode in a game that's based around stealth, and then your multiplayer isn't stealth?
Yeah, it was very frustrating, because I'm like, oh no, they all see me, and I'm not prepared for this. This isn't how I was taught to play Far Cry.
That's not how I play Far Cry. And, I mean, I guess we could play Far Cry 4, because it is a little bit more that, but, We're talking about
Overwatch is also multiplayer, and it's really good multiplayer.
It's so flashy and pretty. I can't get over how pretty it is. I did play because like when you fire up Overwatch for your PS4, you get a 2-day free trial of gold, or not gold,
of PS Plus,
Plus. Yeah, whatever. It's the same thing now. And so I kind of dinked around on it a little bit. Like I didn't play a ton of multiplayer matches because I just didn't feel like it. But I did dink around a little and fiddle around with characters and that kind of thing. And literally all I could think the whole time I was playing it was just, geez, this game is pretty.
Like, it's absolutely, like, Blizzard, normally I'm hit or miss on Blizzard's designs. Like, they're all right. Mm-hmm. I think World of Warcraft looks awful. In all honesty,
I'm not a huge fan of World of
Warcraft.
In all honesty,
like, I think the character models in World of Warcraft, like, their design, not even just, like, their models, because I know they got a major update recently, they all look much better. But, like, I just think the overall designs for all the characters in World of Warcraft look fucking awful.
Yeah, they're not great.
StarCraft had cool designs for the Protoss, but the Terrans and the Zerg were just, they were bug monsters, or they were just human guys in armor. Goliaths are cool.
Yeah, really generic.
Goliaths are cool, though, but Overwatch's character design is just absolutely phenomenal.
It is so good. Hold on. Who is the character designer for Overwatch?
I didn't record any names down.
That's okay. Overwatch. I'm actually going to Google this one because I like this guy's art so much. Designer. I think he's Chinese, but I'm not gonna. Don't quote me on that one. I just remember his name sounded like that. Arnold Say.
Okay. Yeah.
And he's really good. He has an incredible design sense. Everything is like detailed, but everybody has really good silhouettes. Mm-hmm. Everybody's super unique looking. There's not a lot of sameness.
Yeah, and that's the most important thing. And you have point number 1. The first thing for a game like this is your characters have to have good silhouettes, and they need to be immediately recognizable when you see them.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
The only the only ones I can think of that I'm like I would have done that better is like Pharah and Symmetra are both dark-skinned, long-haired women in blue. Yeah. I would have changed. I mean, yes, obviously Pharah wears a lot of big armor, but when you're panning over really quickly, I can see people easily getting confused with those two.
Because they both also have. Symmetra has those little pointy bunny ears thing on her visor, and Pharah has a visor as well that kind of points backwards. So there is a weird visual kind of sameness there.
I would have either changed one of their colors or something, but that's about it. Like every other character just looks so distinct.
And I mean even Pharah and Symmetra's actual designs are really cool. Yeah, they're really cool.
That's the thing is they're a little bit unfortunately kind of vaguely similar, but they're both really, really cool. Symmetra has one of the coolest prosthetic limbs I've ever seen.
It's so dope,
I love her arm. It's so cool.
All of her and I love Pharah's awesome chunky Samus battle armor.
She look
with its cool eagle helmet thing.
She looks like she's wearing big clunky Fallout power armor, but it's all stylized to look really cool.
And her ult is really, really cool, but I'm a huge fan of missile spam, so...
What's really cool is I was reading about this, they did the work to make everyone's, footsteps sound different.
Really?
So that, you know who is coming no matter what.
That is awesome. That is really cool.
Yeah, all their guns make different noises, all of their, every, thing that would make a noise is different, and they wanted to make it distinct so that you could tell who is doing what whenever.
Yeah, and I think they've done a really excellent job of making all of these characters just really highly distinct, just from a like a meta narrative, like the game itself, they're very different, but also like in a lore kind of way too. Everybody is just really interesting looking, you know? And it's just really strong character design that I think Arnold's saying when I realized, like, I was looking at, you know, Overwatch's character art because it's so good, and I was just like, he immediately jumped to the list, like, to the top of one of my favorite character designer lists.
Dude, where's that art book? I want that art book, like, now.
Why can't I buy it separately? Why do I have to buy... I don't collect figures. You know this.
Yeah.
I love Soldier 76, but I will never, ever own a Soldier 76 figure, so I have no need for the Overwatch Special Edition, because I just want
that art book. That art book is so cool.
I do. The art on the cover of the art book is the most anime-looking bullshit ever, and I love it. Oh my god. It's so cool. Like, I want it. I'm gonna wait like a handful of months for it to appear on, like, Amazon. Please.
Like, because, like,
Blizzard.
you know someone's going to sell their copy of the art book once they're scanned or whatever.
Yeah.
So, like, that's
so.
how I got my Tico Devolution, is I just bought someone's used copy of it.
Oh, really? That's awesome. Yeah, I really would like to get my hands on that one.
It's
Real
so,
bad.
so good.
So good. But, man, no, I never thought I would be this into a squad-based PvP first-person shooter game. Like, here I am, though. I'm like, tattoo Overwatch across my chest.
This'll be the one.
This is it. This is the one. They found a way to get me, and it's cool.
Everyone has, like, their one, which is like, here's the genre I don't like, but there's this game in it. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I don't like rhythm games, but I played the shit out of Elite Beat Agents.
Yeah.
You know, so, like, there's always, like, the one where you're like, okay, this is the good one.
This is the one that I will spend my time on, and I guess this is Overwatch is that for me, because I missed TF2. Every time I saw TF2, I was like, I'll just watch the shorts, because I really like those shorts. But I never wanted to I never felt terribly compelled to play TF2. I like the art style, but I'm not super, like, salivating over it, you know? And Overwatch just scratches an itch I didn't even realize I had.
It's so colorful!
I know! Every map is so nice. Like, Hanamura is so pretty, it's pink, it's light and airy. There's the Numbani map, which is the I want to say synth because I've been playing Fallout 4.
Omnic.
Omnic, thank you. Numbani is the Omnic kind of city in the Australian outback, and that map is really cool looking, and you can just see the attention paid to world building even in the maps. There's an arcade in Hanamura that you can see video games, and there's clothes for sale in Numbani, and it's just
really cool. Like, A+ design in, like, every aspect. We were talking about this, it's kind of the same thing we're talking about with My Hero Academia, where everyone is just so bright and everything is so colorful. It's superhero.
Yeah, exactly, and that's exactly what Overwatch is. Overwatch is a post-cyberpunk superhero story. Yeah, I guess that's a good way to put it, because it's got all that weird, it's got all of those, like, holdovers of a cyberpunk story, because evil corporations, and do robots have a soul? But there's also, like, the superhero aspect, because it literally has superheroes in it.
So far, Overwatch is doing a better job of the do robots have souls than David Cage's Detroit will ever do. And you know what the reason why is because the robots in Overwatch look really cool.
The robots in Overwatch do look really cool. I love I don't know if I'm saying Zenyatta or Zenyatta.
Zenyatta.
Okay.
Zenyatta.
I think Zenyatta and his, like, class of Omnic is awesome looking.
They're super dope, man. I love Robo Dawson.
He is Robo Dawson. Oh my god, you're right. He's like, and he's got the Krillin forehead dots, you know? Like, it's just, and I like the way they've made his face, even though he doesn't have facial expressions, they've done a really good job of making him seem like a very peaceful character, because that's what he is.
the robots and the Omnics in Overwatch are great because they're my absolute favorite kind of robot, which is very human-like acting robots that don't look like humans. Those are my anytime I see a robot that acts human but doesn't look it is immediately appealing to me.
Because it's so just, I don't know, because
it's such a good contrast, and it's it really reinforces the idea of it doesn't matter what you look like, it matters what's inside.
And I don't know, I'm just really so endeared to everything that's going on in the lore and stuff like that. I'm so excited for the comic book. I
haven't been excited for comic books in years, but this will do it.
Because there's so many unanswered questions that I'm just chomping at the bit to get at, you know?
So do you want to get into the list?
I do want to get into the list. Let me see if I can pull this up without stopping the audio. If I click over to another window, is that going to stop my audio?
No, you'll be fine. It keeps running. Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm afraid of that.
Yeah,
too.
that would.
I'm always afraid that something will get disconnected and fall apart, and that's how you know we're a good podcast.
We worry constantly. It's all I do is worry. I literally exist in a state of, am I screwing this up?
There are never enough paranoia checks.
Oh yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, because there are 22 playable characters in...
Holy shit!
I know! There are 22 playable characters in Overwatch, and the only possible way we're going to cover them, because we made this mistake when we talked about My Hero Academia, we somehow managed to not talk about Suyu, despite Suyu being best girl.
This is a shame. Yeah.
So what we're gonna do this time is we're gonna go down the list and just talk real quick about each one, and I'm going off of the Wikipedia page, which lists every character, the offense characters, and then all of the defense characters, all of the tank characters, and finally all of the support characters. Okay,
Genji. Let's do it. Genji is awesome.
What a great way to start.
So Genji is without a doubt my favorite character design.
Shut up! Really? Your favorite?
Absolutely.
That is awesome. I totally feel it though.
Without a doubt, Genji. I like all the characters. When I first saw Genji, I'm like, that's the one.
I found you. You.
Cyborg ninjas are
Cyborg
cool.
ninjas are undisputably the coolest concept ever. They're overdone, and frankly, they can continue to be overdone. I don't mind.
Yeah, he is. Genji fits right up there with Raiden, with Cyborg Ninja, with Sector, Smoke, Cyrax, and Cyber Sub-Zero.
Yeah, all of those. They're so... It's just... His design is so cool. I like the lines. I like his backstory. His voice is really cool. He has that... he has, a Japanese accent that isn't, overdone. And he sounds... Yeah. Despite the fact that he's super threatening looking, his voice is really friendly, and I love it. I love characters like that who are like, grrr, and then they speak, and you're like, oh, you're just... awesome. You're just nice. You're just a good person. But that's always good for my soul, you know?
Yeah, and he's got those swords.
I know.
So cool. I love futuristic katana.
And it's cool. The handle looks like a dragon too, and it's I could talk about I love guardless katana. I think they're really cool looking no matter what. Because Orin Ishii in Kill Bill had one. That was the first time I ever saw one, and I was like, you know what? That's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I love guardless katana. I like how it has that little bend in the guard before it goes down to the blade. It's just so distinct looking, and when he uses it in the dragon short, you're just like, ah!
Dude, the dragon short is easily my favorite short.
The fights are so... awesome.
That fight is so
cool, and Blizzard has an excellent sense of fight pacing. Every single one of the shorts has just a really good, easy to follow choreography that I love. I love good fight choreography. I adore it.
Genji is just he's so cool.
And he's an Xbox.
Yeah, he's a human Xbox.
I'm okay with that. He's an Xbox One character, but that's cool.
Yeah, he was brought to life. It was an Xbox brought to life by the Dragon Balls.
Okay, McCree.
McCree is also... I love alternate universe Joseph Joestar.
You're right. He is basically just alt universe Joseph Joestar because he has a stupid robot arm and everything.
Yeah. He has the robot arm, he has the beard, and he's super American.
He's so American. He has an American
and
skin.
He's voiced by Matthew Mercer, who voices Joseph's
no
grandson.
Way! Oh, that's right. He does.
Yeah. Jotaro is Matthew Mercer.
Right.
And his Japanese voice actor is the OVA Japanese voice for Jotaro.
No way! Awesome!
Yeah.
Oh my god, I had no idea. That's so cool.
McCree's really cool.
That is one of the characters I actually did play while I was tooling around with Overwatch. I like his playstyle a lot, mostly because I like shooty bangs, and it was just really satisfying. I liked all of his skills.
He's just a cool cowboy guy.
Cool cowboy guy
and,
with a
he's got the arm, he's got the gun, he's got the poncho thing, the scarf.
It's a serape. I've been taught
Serape?
that
Okay,
term.
I knew it had a name, but I couldn't.
I was taught that term via the Overwatch fandom. They were like, "It's a serape," and I'm like, "Thanks, guys." So I like, I love stupid anachronistic characters like this, you know.
Dude, totally. Like, this is the far future, but no, he's a cowboy man.
He's a cowboy man, but he's wearing a high-tech, futuristic chest plate thing. But he's also...
And he's got a robot arm and, like, a revolver, but it's a future revolver.
Future revolver, and he carries around fancy future flashbangs, but he's still wearing leather chaps. And his arm has a tacky skull on it. Oh, yeah. Like 100% my kind of aesthetic, man. Like you keep your bullshit anachronism going on, Jesse McCree, because I respect you for it. And plus, I just love Matthew Mercer.
Yeah, I love that Matthew Mercer plays as him and trolls by saying the high noon quote when he doesn't have his alt ready.
It's so good. I heard he was talking about he'll do it even if there's nobody playing McCree on the field at all, and people will be like, "What the fuck?" You know, like that's the best kind of news I've ever heard in my entire life. I would do that too, frankly.
I would if I were a prolific voice actor and I did a multiplayer game. I would so play as my character and just fucking
mess with
troll
people all day.
Who was it? There was there's a video of a group chat where ever seen those videos where vent trolling? Like they go on vent and they play clips of Duke Nukem. One guy managed to talk John St. John into secretly joining the chat. And so while they were talking about promoting a convention, they had John St. John do all the lines and then start talking about the con.
Oh my god.
So that's exactly what I would do with my life if I were a voice
100%.
actor.
So next on the list is Farah.
Farah is really, we talked about her already, and her design is just fucking
Farah
killer.
has a really good, you read the comic, but I actually really like her comic. It's up there with one of my favorites just because the action in it is really good. Her character is really cool. She's got a deal. She's the one who's got all the mom issues, and
yeah. Which makes sense when your mom chaperones your party.
And your mom kind of pretended to be dead for years and years and years.
Yeah.
And it's you could have made a phone call once. Not once. You could have just been like, "Hey, honey, I'm not dead, by the way." You know.
You don't need mommy issues.
Yeah,
it's
you'll be
okay.
Fine. Trust me. But I think her voice actor is really cool too. Every time I hear her lines, I'm like, yeah, man, I dig that. I dig Farah's voice. I really like the heavily inspired Egyptian angle of her armor with the whole Horus thing.
Oh, you know what she looks like? I just realized it. With the helmet on, she looks like fucking Jehuti.
Oh, yeah, she does. Fuck yeah.
And that's awesome because Jehuti is the best robot design to ever exist.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that.
One day I will talk at great length about how much I love Zone of the Enders.
I'll have to actually play Zone of the Enders for that to happen, or watch you play. I watched you play Zone of the Enders for a few minutes, and I was like, Zone of the Enders.
Yes.
I need to give it a shot. But the point is, Farah looks like Jehuti, or Jehuti.
And that's
And
super
super
fucking
cool.
rad. I just
Her
realized
ult
that.
is cool.
She just jumped up to number 2 on my favorite character
Yes.
designs because of that.
It's that easy. Turns out it's just that easy.
Well,
we just like robots.
There's a joke about like which is the best design in Zone of the Enders between Jehuti and Anubis, and the answer is whichever one you're looking at right now.
And it's funny because her comic is about taking out an AI named Anubis. Hey,
yeah, exactly.
because she's in Egypt, and we got to make sure everything is Egypt themed. But her ult is really cool too because, like I said, I love missile spam. It's cool.
So great, man.
It's the definition.
Just shoot all of them.
It's the definition of anime bullshit cool.
So, TF2 comparison number 2, or whatever number we're on, there's a mod you can get. Okay, so the soldier has a rocket launcher that can stack 3 rockets. Mm-hmm. There's a mod that removes that limiter. And so when you play servers that have that mod limiter removed, it just turns into a fields of soldiers shooting like 12 rockets at once. It's the best thing ever.
That's the best thing
Missile
I've ever
spam
heard.
is awesome.
It's the coolest thing. Like, without fail, missile spam is the coolest thing in the entire world. Mm-hmm. So, oh my god, yes, number 3 on the list is Reaper. Edgelord of Edgelordia.
Oh, Shadow the fucking Hedgehog.
Enemy, Darkness, Dementia, Raven Way.
Oh my god. I love
and
this
listen
guy.
to Evanescence. This motherfucker. Here we go.
Oh, I love this guy, but man, he's such a fucking clown.
What a fucking clown shoes character. I mean, everybody loves him, and I do too.
But I love him for different reasons.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think of Reaper as like a sad character in the least. I think of Reaper as the biggest asshole who's ever asshole.
Reaper is so Vegeta, it's not even funny. like literally, he's like, I can never match up to Kakarot. I mean, Soldier 76.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how do you like that? Like, yeah, I'm gonna completely and totally destroy, allegedly, this massively successful multinational United Nations effort to bring peace around the world because I didn't get a promotion.
If I can't have the promotion, nobody one can have the promotion.
So we're just gonna blow up Overwatch. Literally all of Overwatch. Like,
oh my god, Gabriel Reyes is such a fucking tool.
What a fucking tool bag. Like, yeah, throw your shotguns away, you asshole.
It's just so wasteful.
It's just so ridiculous. And like I was telling you, before I watched the shorts, I had watched gameplay and stuff, so I knew he threw his guns away when he reloaded. And I was like, oh, it's like a cool reload thing, you know? Like, any kind of, it's just like a neat reload animation or whatever. And then I watched the short where he attacks Gibraltar with those other Talon guys, and he threw his fucking guns away. And I was like, I'm done with this character. I'm done with this character. Are you fucking serious? Are you gonna really do that?
It's so, because like, even in the short, they don't know exactly how to do it, so they conveniently cut off his torso to show that he's not like pulling them out of anything.
I'm just gonna assume, like, either he's pulling them out of his weird magic mist thing, and we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
Or...
hold on 1 second. Just 1 second.
Huh? Yes?
Sorry, it got dark in my room. I had to turn my light on.
Oh, okay. That's fine. So, like, either he's pulling his shotguns out of, like, the weird hammer space mist that he exists in now, or, and I prefer this a lot more, he just has shotguns lining his coat.
Yeah.
That's why he wears the big, long fuck you coat.
So, like, I will say his guns look so cool.
His guns are really cool.
Yeah.
His guns are really, really cool. And they even have edgelordy inscriptions on them. It says repent on them.
Oh, of course it does. Like,
of course it
you know,
does.
I give him shit, but like the 14-year-old Sonic the Hedgehog, Dragon Ball Z fanboy that still lives deep inside of me is like, oh my god, he's so cool looking! And if you were to ask me to design a guy named Reaper, he'd probably look like that.
Probably turn out exactly like that, yeah.
He's got the black trench coat and everything, and I'm just
He's got a scary
oh!
skull. He's got a scary skull mask, and he wears a big threatening hoodie.
It's an owl.
It's an owl, or a skull, or both. I love it. I like how blatant he is, too. I need to know I refuse to believe that anybody is actually surprised that Reaper is Gabriel Reyes. Because his mask is the fucking Blackwatch symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
who else would it fucking be? I mean, everyone else survived the explosion, so come on.
I mean, everybody else who's supposed to be dead isn't fucking dead, so clearly Reyes isn't dead either. I refuse to believe anybody was fooled.
Yeah.
You know? Like, you saw the mask and you're like, Reyes, you motherfucker. I know that's you.
Hey, Reyes, how's it going? He's like, no, I'm Reaper now.
I'm
Whatever.
Reaper now. I'm scary. And he's voiced by Blue from Foster's Home for Imaginary Children. That's the icing on the cake.
He's Balthier too, right?
No, he's Bosch, man.
Bosch, yeah, that's right. I knew there was someone in 12. Yeah, that's so... I love it.
I could just kiss fingers. Yeah.
Yeah. I do... like, the Mist thing is also, like, really cool. I love characters who are, like, elemental characters like that. Mm-hmm.
I just like that it kind of is, like, I thought this was, like, a futuristic superhero genre thing, not rando magic bullshit.
Yeah,
but we'll get to that with Mercy. He's
got some magic, like, I guess, okay.
Nanomachines, son.
Yeah, nanomachines. Just blame it on nanomachines. You and I talked about this a lot. God, I hope he's just fucking Skeletor underneath that mask. I want him to look... I don't want him to be, like, all pretty scarred.
I know.
No, I want him to just be, like, a fucking nightmare underneath that mask.
Go ahead.
Either there's nothing, or it's a skull.
It's either... I don't, like you said, I don't want Pretty Boy Scar, but I will accept cool monster dude. You know? Like, I don't need it to just be a skull under a skull mask.
No,
which would be
no,
amazing.
I want that because that's what Reaper would do. He's like, oh, I'm a skull now. I'll wear this mask that looks like another skull.
I do. That would actually be pretty good. It's just another Reaper mask underneath this Reaper mask.
Just imagine like Jack trying to like pull off the mask, and there's just more masks underneath.
Like a fucking Scooby-Doo character.
Let's see who you really are, Reaper.
Reaper again. Just keep pulling off the same mask 100 times. How many of these do you fucking wear? That's my face. And I also don't need him. I will be so pissed, and we've talked about this 1,000 times, but if it turns out he was some fucking bullshit brainwashed by Talon nonsense like Widowmaker, I'm gonna throw my computer out a fucking window. I want the villain.
I
to
swear,
just be a petty asshole.
It can't be that because, like we have in canon, Gabriel is just a petty asshole.
Right?
Like we are, like, even before becoming Reaper, we know he was a petty fucking asshole.
Right, because he's always fucking jealous of Morrison. Like, come on, man.
So he better just be, just, blah, well, I didn't get the job.
Right, exactly.
I'll beat you, Kakarot. I mean, Soldier 76.
And ironically, he's the next one on the list.
Yes.
Because he's the fifth out, or the fourth, whatever. However many characters we're on now.
Yeah, he's in there.
He's one of the offense characters.
Yeah,
so yeah,
Jack's a cool
Morrison.
guy.
Jack's a cool guy. Jack sounds kind of like Optimus Prime when he talks, and I'm cool with that.
I think he sounds like the Hulk because he is the Hulk, and that's watching his video and hearing him like do like grunting and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, that's just the Hulk.
That's just the Hulk and an old guy.
So I wanted to mention one thing.
Yeah.
I think. Because, like, he just goes by Soldier 76. Mm-hmm. I think he only does that because he bought the jacket that has a 76 on it. I think the jacket came first.
The jacket probably... Otherwise, the other option is so much better, though. Like, Jack Morrison doing arts and crafts. Thinking, like, I'm gonna be this badass vigilante. And then painting, like, these perfect 76 on the back of a really dope leather jacket. I mean, either option is great, frankly. Yeah. But Jack Morrison doing arts and crafts is a pretty funny mental image. He's just, I mean, like, I thought he sounds like Optimus Prime. He growls in that video, and it's really weird. All the time. He's just constantly growling, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
That dude is 55, and he is busted.
He's busted ass. It's so cool.
Dude, like, when like he's...
video is so fucking cool.
When he's, like, limping off, like, I kept expecting him to be like, oh, my back. You know?
He's so fucking fucking old. Yeah,
he wasn't doing an injured limp. He was doing Grandpa got up too fast limp.
I appreciate Blizzard making their, like, poster character that isn't Tracer, because Morrison is kind of like the second most identifiable character. He is just a grumpy old asshole. He's just a rude old guy. That's what he is. He literally has lines where he tells people to get off his lawn in the game.
And his mask is super cool.
His mask is really cool. He's basically your generic Call of Duty shooter bangs dude character.
Yeah, he's your intro character.
Yeah.
But
but he's fun to play.
Yeah, and he's also got a lot of blue, which I appreciate.
Yeah, it looks cool. His character design I think is really, really cool, because while you like cool, robot characters, I am a sucker for a dope motorcycle jacket every single time.
Yeah, leather jackets are cool, man.
Leather jackets are cool, but leather motorcycle jackets, which is what he's wearing, are the coolest of the leather jacket family. They just look awesome no matter what, really. And, yeah, I like Jack Morrison. I like his ridiculous story. I like that he's Captain America, but an oblivious asshole.
He is, back when he was young and he was, like, just super idealistic, and now we get to watch him just be this fucking cynical train wreck of a man.
I know, it's great. I love characters like that, almost without fail, because it really is just like, man, that's the more fun take on the idealistic super soldier character. I don't know. I think it's fun. I'm also moving my computer, so if there's a funny noise on this recording, it's because I want to lay down while I talk.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, no. Jack Morrison is cool. His gun is really cool.
Dude, his gun looks awesome!
Isn't his gun the coolest fucking thing you've ever seen in your life?
It's so big and clunky, and it fires cool lasers.
And it fires rockets.
Yeah.
It fires cool rockets, and he has a cool visor, and he's just a cool shooty bangs character. We use the word cool a lot on this podcast.
Well, every character is cool, man. Yeah, I mean, come on.
All of them look cool. Yeah, except for Torbjorn, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
So finally on the offense characters list is, if I haven't gone over anything else about Jack Morrison that I like, there's a lot of things.
We could go on forever about how fucking dope Jack is, but we can move on.
Tracer is
Tracer's cool!
Tracer's cool! Tracer's got a funny English accent that is still warming up on me.
It takes a lot of getting used to. I love female, 10.
Yeah.
Dude, she looks like female David Tennant.
You're right. She does. Oh my god.
Like, I realized that, like, watching the
shorts?
Yeah, the short. I'm like, oh, dude, she looks like David Tennant.
She is basically, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
She's got the same, like, ridiculous hair, and she's got freckles, and she's, like, really tall and skinny, and, like, 95% of her body is leg. Yeah, she's just
She is gangly as hell.
She is gangly and awkward looking, and her Olympic skin is the funniest fucking thing because of it. Because she is just so much leg, so that, like, her Olympic skin is just like, my god, do you have a torso?
Her legs literally do go all the way up.
Yeah, it's crazy. She only has enough torso for her to put that little thing on her chest. Her, chrono
stabilizer thingy.
Hey, yeah, thanks. You remembered that term for once instead of me.
Yeah. I also really like that her guns are named Sonic and they are blue and orange. And the Sonic Twitter pointed that out.
I had no idea. I didn't even know her guns were named Sonic.
Yeah, well, they have Sonic imprinted on them. I think it's her guns. Yeah, I think it's
I'm sure it is.
She's the one who dual wields, right?
Yeah, she's the one who
Okay, yeah, then it's her.
Yeah. And she's fun to play as. She's another one who I did play as. I like her zipping around mechanic a lot.
Yes, that, like, in the videos, that looks awesome, and I can't wait to get my hands on that.
And her rewind mechanic is really neat.
Yes.
I don't know how to... when I was playing around, I wasn't sure the best way to use that effectively yet, but I'm sure once I actually get my hands in it more, I'll know. But it's just cool. And since we're talking about that right now, we could talk about it in general for all of it. I think one of the coolest things that the Overwatch shorts do is make everybody's in-game skills look feasible.
Yes, and they do a really good job of demonstrating what the character can do in a context that makes it make sense.
Yeah, and I think Tracer's shorts
show that off the best, because we get to see her ult, we get to see her zipping around shit, and we get to see her do the rewind thing, and no matter what, it just looks really cool, and it makes sense. I mean, like, it doesn't make sense because it's superhero science bullshit, but from, like,
it makes sense within the world.
Yeah, exactly. It's really cool looking, and I always appreciate it when people manage to do that, because it's really hard to have the skills of in a video game translate to a cinematic thing and not look weird. The last thing that did it really well was Advent Children, actually.
Yes,
Advent Children
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, Advent Children did limit breaks flawlessly, so, you know, good for Overwatch, that's what I'm saying.
Yes. I had something else I wanted to bring up about her, but I think I lost it. Let me try to recall.
Do you have your notes? I know you take notes.
It wasn't on my notes. It's something else I just thought of, and then I briefly lost it.
I trust your notes.
Crud. I'll probably remember it later. Oh, I remember it now. It's, I love that Nathan Vetterline, who voices the Scout, put, the Cheers Love Cavalry's Here line. Like, he recorded it as the Scout.
Yeah, I saw that. It's
which
awesome.
is just great, because
she
they
really
know.
Is just Scout. She is just Scout, and it is just, it's just TF2 with a whole bunch more characters.
And I love it. Like,
I love it. I do like the whole, it's not like a class-based thing, it's more of a character-based thing, although you still need certain classes. So, defense characters.
Yes.
Because I don't think I have anything else to say about Tracer that I can think of right now. I'll come back to it. Bastion.
I love Android 16.
Everybody is a DBZ character in this game. That's
pretty much, yeah. Like,
yeah.
Bastion, he's got the birds. He's
got birds.
A wartime robot that went peaceful. Like, he's Android 16.
Yeah, don't mess with him. If you really want to get play of the game, you play as Bastion, and everybody hates you. Just play as Bastion. Just do it.
He's pretty unique looking in that everyone else kind of has, like, the iPod future look to them.
Yep.
Bastion is, like, he's kind of the cool, like, clunky service bot type design, and I really appreciate that.
His origin skin is really cool because I am a huge fan of robots covered in, like, flowers and stuff. I just think it's cool. I really like Castle in the Sky. It's probably one of my favorite Miyazaki movies ever, and he looks like a robot from Castle in the Sky. So yeah, I love Bastion's origin skin, and it's cute.
Bastion is the only character that I can think of that didn't really appear in any of the videos or the comics or anything.
No, I don't even think he was in the, like, We Are Overwatch video.
Yeah, I think he was, like, in the very last shot where they show all the characters.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bastion, which is a shame, because, like, this game treats all of its characters so well, but there are still some that slip through the cracks and don't get, like, the recognition.
Yeah. But we're still getting more shorts, and we're still getting more, comics and stuff in the months to come. Yeah. So it's happening. Yeah. And I'm sure we will inevitably get a Bastion short that's just him trundling through nature, and I, for one, am super excited about it.
That will be adorable.
It will be adorable if that's the way Blizz goes, and God willing it will be, because again, I love Castle in the Sky. I like robots in nature. I like seeing robots interact with nature. It's cute no matter what. So, yeah. Hanzo is next.
Hanzo, okay, Hanzo is actually pretty low on the list of character designs I really like.
Really,
yeah.
Why?
Because he's a samurai man. And,
but it's cool.
Every fighting game has one.
Yeah.
And, like, so, like, I mean, it's a cool design, and he's got, like, the future tech with him, and the fact that he doesn't have a sword, he has arrows, is really cool. And I like his design a lot, but it's like, I have seen this type before. Right,
yeah. I actually am the exact opposite, because, me and Othar talk about it. I think Hanzo Shimada has probably one of the most absurdly, like, gorgeous designs ever, just when it comes to his face.
His face is really good.
It's so good in that short.
Yeah.
It's just, like, that one part, we were talking about it, where he's, like, realizing that's Genji, that's the robot, and it has that really awesome close-up of his face where he realizes it, his eye does that little twitch, and, like, that animation is so flawless, and you're sitting there staring at the screen, and you're like, good lord, this face is so well rendered. Blizz, calm the fuck down, you know? Like,
exactly.
Chill the fuck out, you know? You're not winning any Oscars with these things because it's not an actual movie. But, I mean, keep it up, don't get me wrong. Can I have my Overwatch movie now, please?
Like, dude, like, he's a really cool guy, and I love him in that video because, like, man, he is just... The fights are so cool. And I love archer characters whose bow doubles as a melee weapon.
Oh, every time.
Like, that's so cool.
It's just the coolest concept, and I like that he can, you know, keep up with a cool ninja sword guy, even though he's got a bow and arrow, and he can still, like, stomp the shit out of him, you know?
And his arrows are super dope. He has that spread shot arrow.
And the bouncy arrow? Oh, man.
That's awesome.
I'm such a sucker for cool, gimmicky... You know, like Clint Barton and his fucking, you know, all of his little arrows and shit like that.
Yeah, Hawkeye and Green Arrow.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for that kind of thing.
Blizzard, if you're listening to this, give Hanzo a boxing glove arrow.
Yes! Punchy arrow!
I want a boxing glove arrow.
Please give me a punchy arrow. It's always cool. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what. I don't care if it's cheesy. I love gimmicky arrows. Or give him a net arrow, because those are also really gimmicky, and I'm just cool with them, you know?
Net arrows are also good.
Net arrows are dope. Next on the list is Junkrat.
Junkrat's a fun character.
Junkrat is a ridiculous Mad Max character, is what he is.
I love the dynamic between Junkrat and Roadhog.
Right? In the comic?
Because they're the smart ass wise guy and his big bumbling friend, you know, big guy little guy dynamic, and you see it in everything.
It's Timon and Pumbaa.
It's never better when it's villainous characters.
Oh, right. And when I think my favorite trope in any form of media, or at least one of my favorite tropes, is dude who doesn't talk, dude who talks a lot, and like when dude who doesn't talk just grunts, dude who talks a lot knows exactly what he means every
Jay
single
and Silent
time.
Bob.
It's Jay and Silent Bob, exactly.
Yeah.
Like the part in the comic where like Roadhog doesn't even say anything, and you know, Junkrat is like, what do you mean hostages?
Yeah.
Is awesome. It's the best kind of comedy because you don't know if he's just talking to himself or if they just know each other that well.
If like they can just pick up the subtleties of Roadhog's body language, like they've just been friends that long.
Or he's just crazy. Who knows? I sometimes lean toward like he's just talking to himself because I like the idea of Roadhog being like, look here, you little shit, stop talking to me. You know?
Or like Roadhog staying quiet because he knows eventually Junkrat will get there.
He'll get to that eventually. I want to know, if you read his bio, he says he found something in the Australian outback and we still don't know what the fuck he found. I want to know what it is. They didn't even tell me what it was in the comic, and now I'm getting annoyed. I want to know what it is. I don't like secrets. I don't like it when games keep secrets from me, and the only way I can find out the answer to the secret is to wait. You know? I
think one of the best fandom things ever is people are like, how did Junkrat lose his limbs? And I'm like, I have a pretty good idea how it happened.
It might.
There's a significant chance he blew his limbs off with bombs.
What? Really? Because I had no idea. I had no idea this character who was obsessed with explosives.
This character whose head is literally on fire, he might have been careless with bombs.
He may have not practiced proper fireworks safety. Who knows?
Like, I remember reading a comic, it was like a really dramatic comic, where like, Roadhog forcibly amputated his limbs because they were gangrenous.
No.
And I'm like, and it's like all dramatic and stuff, and I'm like, no, Junkrat blew himself up, and he flopped on the ground like an idiot. And Roadhog dragged him to a hospital. That's how it happened.
He blew
like
his arm
dragged
off.
him by his good leg, face down in the dirt, and then threw him through a hospital door. That's how it happened.
Exactly how it happened. Oh shit! My mic just fell over. Oh. Okay,
oh no!
Wait, I can fix this. There we go. That's the problem with recording when you're laying on your bed because you're too lazy.
Yeah. Are you still recording? Is Audacity still working?
Yes, it is.
Okay, good.
My mic
We're good
just
then.
fell over. That's all. So,
Okay.
but no, yeah, like, I accept no dramatic things for Junkrat at all.
No, nothing at all dramatic or serious ever involves Junkrat and Roadhog.
And
They are SpongeBob and Patrick, okay?
like that Goofy Goober video. Do you know how many times I've watched that Goofy Goober video? Do you know how much I laugh at that part where the part where it reveals it's Hanzo and Genji? Every single time.
If I ever meet Fred Tatasciore at a convention or anything, I will ask him to dramatically, angrily sing the Goofy Goober song.
Oh my god.
Because I want that shit as my ringtone.
That would be so amazing. Like, every single time I watch that video, I laugh at the same parts because it never gets old. So yeah, they're SpongeBob and Patrick. That's the point I'm getting to.
Yeah.
Next on the list is May, who is...
May's adorable.
Cute. May's cute.
Oh my god, I love this ice psychopath. I really, really, really want that to be true. May's, like, serious face is the new Mario Kart 8 Luigi.
I really want her to be the Pyro of this game.
Yeah,
you know?
I want the exact opposite of what Meet the Pyro was, where it was like everything's all, horrible and on fire in the real world, and then Pyro's in his mind, it's do you believe in magic? I want May to be like all bubbly and fun, and then inside it's the second Death Note opening. Just on a constant loop of, like, nightmare-inducing insanity.
It's just let the bodies hit the floor on loop, you know?
Yeah. Or, like, no, there's a gag in a South Park episode where, Cartman is having, like, weird hallucinations. And so, like, a scientist gives him these goggles to, like, see his dreams. Right. And you see, like, brief flashes of his dreams, and they're all, like, crazy, like, psychotic nightmare images. And, like, weird, like... the Ring-type horrors flying around. And then he's like, the doctor's like, do you see anything weird? And he's like, no, just what I normally see when I sleep. So I want May to be that, where she's just fucking insane inside.
I want that because every time I see people talking about how much they fucking hate May on, like, our Overwatch or whatever, I think it's hilarious. I've never seen so much vitriol aimed at a character that's as cute as her.
I know, right? She's just adorable and fun and round and cute.
She's all chubby, and she's just got, like, cute little round face and cheeks, and you're like, you're adorable, but everybody hates her because of her fucking skill set, and because people who play as May are the most annoying people on Earth, because they use their ice walls to harass teammates, too. So, it's just like, everybody fucking hates this character who's really cute, It's amazing. Okay. This is a character I feel very little... This is probably the one character I feel next to no enthusiasm about, but whatever, here we are. Torbjorn.
Yep. He looks like a dwarf from The Lost Vikings.
Which is really weird. I mean, I guess because it's a Blizzard game, so you gotta have a dwarf somewhere, but I'm just like, okay, sure.
I like his crab claw.
His crab claw is cool. I like his braided mustache.
I mean, he's just a tiny dwarf
he's
man.
He's the engineer.
And he throws turrets down.
He's an engineer, but his comic is not as good as Engineer's short.
Yeah, his comic was kind of alright. Torbjorn I feel very little about.
He's like the one character I care next to nothing about, because I'm just kind of like, okay.
He's there. He exists.
Sure is a character, right? Man, it's, because again, like I said, this is gonna be our, like, fifth TF2 reference? Like I said, his comic is nowhere near as good as Meet the Engineer, which is probably still my favorite Meet the video, because of its simplicity. Yes. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, everybody else's can get kind of over the top and shit. I love the simplicity of Meet the Engineer. It's flawless, you know?
It's great. Torbjorn is just, we haven't seen enough of him, and, like, he's just, he fills the role.
He is just a guy who's there.
He is the necessary balancing role that his character needs to be. That's about it.
That's about it. Yeah. But hey, a character I actually do care about, Widowmaker. Widowmaker is cool. Widowmaker has a really cool design, even if I still don't understand the plunging neckline of her costume, but whatever. That just doesn't seem like very good assassin wear.
Yeah. Oh my god, it is. Like, I thought that she was wearing a full bodysuit. No, you're right.
Oh, yeah. Her boobs are just kind of out there.
Yeah, because she's got the blue skin, so I'm like, and she's got the high neckline, so I just thought it was a bodysuit.
Nope. It's a really weird, I don't understand how that thing stays on her.
Well, she is in a superhero series, so I mean, that's how it does.
That's how it is. Yeah, you're right.
Her shorts fucking awesome.
All of them, because she's in 2.
She's in the first trailer, and then she's in the one with the other one with Tracer.
Okay, yeah, so she's in 2, right?
Yeah.
She's cool. I mean, like, both of those shorts are really great. I gotta stop using the word cool. It's like my default word. All of the shorts with her in them are great because, again, the fight choreography is awesome, and I am a sucker for transforming guns.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I love me a transforming gun. I fucking love Jak 2 and 3 because I think the transforming gun in those games is the coolest thing in the entire world.
I totally agree.
Yeah, it's dope. And I like how blatant Blizz was about, like, well, we just want a character who's purple, so let's come up with some bullshit reason.
Yeah, her blood stopped, so now she's purple. I don't think that's how it works, but whatever.
It's fine. There's a guy made out of mist in this game. Yeah. So, whatever.
You didn't have to provide a reason. I was willing to just accept that she was purple.
Right. I'm willing to just go with it at this point. But hey, you gave me a reason. Did you have to give her such a sad backstory to justify the reason? Did you have to do that? Because I'm like, what? Huh? Because, like, I saw the trailer with her in it before I read her backstory. I'm like, oh, she's cool. And then I read her backstory on Blizzard's website. And I was like, what the fuck? No, but I don't deserve this. I'm a good person. What the fuck? So, yeah, I'm excited for more of her to get actual... I can't wait for the inevitable short where she comes back to Overwatch. Mm-hmm. That'll be fun.
Yeah, she's the character who deserves redemption more than fucking Reaper.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't care about Reaper's fucking redemption. Yeah. I want to see Widowmaker's fucking redemption because Reaper's just an asshole, and Amelie Lacroix, I can't say her last name even though I speak French.
Lacroix.
Amelie Lacroix is a nice person who doesn't deserve all the bullshit Blizzard puts on her, but she is a badass.
She's very cool.
So,
I like her helmet.
I like her helmet. I like how her helmet used to make her butt stick out, too. That's really funny in retrospect. I know they fixed it, but I just think...
Oh, did they? Boom!
They did. But it is still one of my favorite, like, ridiculous glitches.
Yeah.
Because it's just such a strange... Like, I don't know anything about character modeling at all. Even though I went to, like, 2 character modeling classes, I dropped out of college.
The only thing I can think of...
Like, how that works.
Is it's when, it shifts down, like, the helmet shifts down, the animation, I guess, in order to trigger it, some vertice got messed up somewhere along the line and no one caught it. I don't know.
And it makes her butt stick out. It was funny. It was like instant inflato butt. I just thought it was hilarious.
The bones inside the character model might have gotten weird, but it's great. It's funny.
It was like a life jacket in her butt. Yeah. It's funny. It's funny. I'm sorry. I'm a child. I'm like, ha, her butt got bigger. Come on, man. Onto tank characters, D.Va. Yes.
Oh, I love that gremlin.
Little tiny gremlin child.
Gremlin D.Va is the best thing to happen to Overwatch.
Because I think a lot of people don't like Gremlin D.Va. I don't care.
I adore it.
Because I think Gremlin D.Va is the best possible response to let's make a sexy Neon Genesis Evangelion reference character out of this 19-year-old girl, and everybody looked at that character and went, nah, she's an
MLG pro. Okay, Doritos and Mountain Dew.
Yep, that's it.
And I love Gremlin D.Va because, like, she went from being that to being this ultimate, like, quirky troll character as a result, and I love that.
It's always the funniest. I love everything I see of Gremlin D.Va because it's hilarious.
I'm waiting for new lines to be released, like, character lines, where other characters refer to her as a gremlin.
Oh my god, please.
Like, if Widowmaker takes it out, she's like, gotcha, you little gremlin.
Please, oh my god, I hope. Because Blizz does pay attention to that kind of thing. I would give anything for that to come true.
Diva's mech looks really, really cool.
Mecha is really cool. And I like that she streams her fights.
Yes.
That's so... What the fuck?
It's...
Do you think it means she does like Twitch people do, and she like thanks her donators like while she's fighting?
If I want her I don't know if I want a victory line to be having her thank her donators or something like that.
Yes,
would be hilarious.
God. That would be amazing. I like that she makes it blow up because I think one of my favorite kind of gags is character blows something up and immediately a replacement shows up. So, I don't know, it's just kind of that funny revolving door humor. I don't know. I always think it's funny.
Diva's a great character.
And
she's very, she is fun personified. I think I like her more as the fun character than I do Tracer as the fun character.
Yeah, because she's just fun. I mean, I don't know. I want her to get a short, too. I am dying to see what the Diva short would be about.
Mm-hmm.
Because no matter what it is, it'll be hysterical. Please, God. Because the thing is, she's 19, right? Mm-hmm. So anybody who makes Diva cool is just wrong. Because there's never been a cool 19-year-old ever. I remember being 19. I remember all of my friends being 19. I remember my younger brother being 19. None of us were cool. And especially, there's never been a cool 19-year-old pro gamer.
No.
Ever.
Not at all.
They are all the most obnoxious people ever collectively. Just as a group. If you're a teenage pro gamer, I don't care how good you are, and I did hear about that 17-year-old South Korean girl who's really fucking good at Overwatch, and nobody believed her, so she had to prove it, and that was awesome. But
she wasn't cool.
But yeah, as cool as that is, her as a person, probably annoying, because she's a teenager, Mm-hmm. It's okay, I get it. Teenagers are just annoying. Maybe it's because I'm an old lady now, which is why all the old people in this game are my favorite characters. Hey. Reinhardt.
Right, speaking of old guys.
Yes! The oldest of
Reinhardt
the old.
fits that perfect niche of we need the big, loud, boisterous guy to punch things real hard.
He hits things hard, he's got a shield, he likes being a knight. How can you not like Reinhardt? All of his friends are assholes. Poor Reinhardt Wilhelm does not deserve the friends he has, because everything I've seen of his character in the lore is look at this nice person. Isn't he a nice guy? All of his friends are douchebags.
Yeah.
Because they're all pretending to be dead. Why?
Why can't he just have one thing?
He has his armor, and that's it. And Brigitte, the girl in the comic. Anyways, her. But no, poor Reinhardt. It's oh, my good friend Jack is dead. JK. Oh, my good friend Reyes is dead. Also JK. Oh, Anna. No, she's alive too.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
They're all alive.
Can any of you make a fucking phone call? Pick up a goddamn phone every now and then. It's 2076. Work with me, people.
I love it. Reinhardt's great. He pulls off the World of Warcraft giant shoulder pauldrons armor design because it looks goofy compared to everyone else, and it fits Reinhardt as a character.
And I like how massive he is.
Yes, he's huge.
I think he's bigger, in his armor. I think his character model is bigger than Diva's mecha.
I don't know for sure, but that sounds right.
And I think it's, awesome. It's just so, you've got all of these people who, for the most part, I mean, there's some character variations in sizes and stuff, but it's all pretty standard humanized sized, right? They're all normal sized people except for Torbjorn, but I don't care about Torbjorn.
Yeah.
But then there's Reinhardt, who's a literal giant, who's just I am going to be extremely German and stomp around and talk about how much I love David Hasselhoff.
That's the best, dialogue line ever.
Right?
Really.
Where he just loves David Hasselhoff. How could you... I love this crazy old guy. I love the old characters in this game because I am an old person now. I have become an old woman, and I have accepted this about myself, so I'm like, yay, old people! Hooray! Roadhog is next on the list.
Okay. Roadhog's... We talked about him already a bit, because you can't talk about one without talking about the other.
It's true.
With Roadhog and Junkrat. Roadhog he's fun. He's obsessed with piggies, which is adorable.
It's cute. I will never accept the fact if anybody wants to say that Roadhog and Junkrat are villains, like Reaper level villains.
No, dude, they're Team Rocket.
They're Team Rocket. They're Timon and Pumbaa. Yeah, come on.
They're villains in the sense that, yes, the heroes have to stop them from blowing things up sometimes.
But they're mostly harmless. Yeah. You know what I mean? I will never accept this idea that they're actual villains. They're just more like an inconvenience. Yeah. Who sometime probably help.
They're just a bother.
They're just a bother. They're both insane, and he has a cool pig mask. Come on.
I love it. I love that when they have that panel in the comic where they're footage of them committing robberies, and he's stealing a bunch of stuffed piggies. And there's one where they're knocking over an ice cream truck.
Come on, they're cartoon villains. And I like the part because again it makes me think of Timon and Pumbaa, the part in the comic where literally Junkrat calls Roadhog his rotund friend or something like that, and then a cop is like, "Get the fat one," and then Junkrat is like, "Did you just call my friend fat, you pig?" It's just Timon and Pumbaa, it's great. Next up is Winston. Poor Winston, man. Okay.
Oh, Winston's awesome.
Winston is so underappreciated, despite the fact that he's actually in the most Overwatch related videos. He's got 3 or 4 to his name. And he's just so underappreciated by everybody because he's a scientist gorilla. Come on!
And he's wearing cool armor and he has glasses.
He has little dinky glasses and he wears armor and he's a science gorilla. A science gorilla! Come on! And he's Crispin Freeman. I
love his armor design. The jetpack and everything.
He's a jetpack gorilla. Come on. Come on! I'm really bitter that people don't give Winston the props he deserves for being as cool as he is, because I like the absurdity of jetpack scientist gorilla in glasses who's obsessed with bananas and peanut butter.
Yeah, that's I love that most about his video with that is him just you see the pile of orange lids.
Yes, it's so good. And
the video where he's trying to do the recording and he keeps screwing it up.
Oh my god, yes. And the fact that he's Crispin Freeman, and it blows my mind. What the fuck? That's Crispin
Freeman showing up in everything you love.
It's really weird because I've got an ear for that man. You know what I mean?
I can't hear it. I cannot hear it at all.
No, not a bit. Crispin Freeman has a voice. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You can always tell. You hear it. He's got that weird effect at the end of his words.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, there he is. But no, this one it's oh my god, that's not Steve Bloom.
Yeah, it's I don't know if they ran his voice through a filter or something to make it sound like that. Or, can he just do that voice? Can Crispin Freeman just do that voice and I didn't know about it? That's what I need to know.
Yeah.
I need to find
it's when you find out Steve Bloom voiced Guilmon in Digimon Tamers.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, what?
What? Excuse me?
Or he voiced one of the a little goofy duck character in Harvey Birdman.
He had some other ridiculous voice line too, but I can't think of it right now.
Yeah, it's always surprising. You're like, that's really him? But and Winston is Crispin Freeman, where it's just how did this voice come out of this man?
I don't understand. Yeah, it's I'm just waiting for because now we've got Matthew Mercer and Crispin Freeman, so there's 2 more Tails characters in an Overwatch game. We should just one day we should just play 6 Degrees of Tails.
how far can we go to connect someone to Tails?
Yeah, like how far can we connect like this with this to Tails?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the old fashioned like like Hitler connection, because you can do like Hitler to everything from thanks to Wikipedia. We should just try that sometime. We should just play a game of 6 Degrees of Tails, and this would connect Overwatch and Tails. Him and Matthew Mercer. So yeah, thanks guys. Next is Zarya, Lady Heavy, who has an Olympic skin, despite the fact that the Russians aren't at the Olympics this year.
Well, maybe they'll get there in 2076.
Oh, probably. By then, God willing, Vladimir Putin will be dead. Maybe. I don't know. I kind of worry. I feel like Vladimir Putin, if anybody could find a way to stick his head in a jar, a la Futurama, so that he could run for president again, like Robot Nixon, it's Vladimir Putin. You know? Like, it's irony. That's what I'm saying.
Zarya is, I love her design.
It's so good, right?
It's really good.
And I don't just mean like from the muscle lady standpoint.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there is that too.
Yes.
But
her armor, her weapon, her gauntlets, she looks really good, man.
Her armor has a cool silhouette to it. I don't know, like, I like the whole, where it's bodysuit on top and chunky gauntlets and chunky leggy bits. I don't know what I'm saying. Greaves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get what you're saying, though.
Yeah, it makes a good silhouette, you know?
Yeah, and the leg armor on bottom and, like, the light armor on top.
Yeah, and her gun is awesome.
Dude, her gun looks so cool.
It's so, like, the streamlined look of it is so cool. And it's a giant fucking laser. I need to Google and see if it's actually, like, I'll Google at some point and find out if it's actually an industrial laser that she just uses as a weapon.
But I could believe it.
It looks like one, right? Like, it looks like that trope of, well, I just took a tool and turned it into a gun.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. I want to believe that's what it is.
It's the most blatant reference so far. But I really want to believe the headcanon that Zarya is Heavy's great-grandniece.
That all of Overwatch is just
it's a continuation of TF2.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm totally on board with that, frankly.
Because she is so heavy. She's Russian, she's giant, she has a big minigun.
Her gun shoots, a laser for, like a minigun.
Yeah, a continuous beam.
Yeah, exactly. It's great. I'm looking at her design right now on my phone. And it's just so cool. I just look at it and I'm in awe of it because it's so cool. Mm-hmm.
Zarya is such a welcome addition to the game.
And because it's such a nice... It's so different from other, lady video game character designs. Yeah,
and we don't really get to see, the actual, muscle girl in games.
Even, in movies and stuff, you don't get, a good muscly chick ever. Fucking Gal Gadot is playing Wonder Woman.
She's so skinny!
And she's like a little toothpick.
I'm gonna do an aside right now.
Go for it.
On that, because on Gal Gadot, when I first saw Batman vs. Superman, and I see, the first thing you see of Gal Gadot in that movie is she's slinking around Lex Luthor's party, and she runs into Batman, who's also kind of slinking around, in the, fancy dress, kind of schmoozing around and, slinking and trying to find details.
Right.
And I saw her, and I'm like, wait, is Catwoman in this movie?
You're right.
Because she's skinny, she's got black hair, and she's running around with Bruce Wayne, is that Selena Kyle? That's Wonder Woman.
It's just so, I don't know. And they cast Brie Larson as Captain Marvel.
Yeah, that's another one. Which, I'm gonna do another aside. They shouldn't even fucking done Carol. They should have done Monica. Because then they could have done a Next Wave movie.
Oh, I know.
Oh, and Monica led the Avengers.
And Next Wave is awesome, okay?
Next Wave's so cool.
But it's just, the reason I love Zarya so much is she's just so different. We never get to see cool, muscly lady characters.
We really never do, and, the fact that Zarya is this cool, it's, it's not like Zarya's, we finally got one. where it's like, okay, we'll take this kind of mediocre character and we'll hype her up because she's the only one we got. No, Zarya's just fucking cool.
She just looks cool.
Yeah.
And she gets to be, like, really unique looking. Like, yeah, good for you, girl. Like, more now, please. Thank you. Take more pages out of Blizzard's book.
Yeah.
So, support characters. This is the last category. And we get to start with Grandma.
Yay! Grandma Hard Candy.
Nana brought cookies.
There's a Twitter post that I saw that I liked it on our channel. I'll have to retweet it, but it's this is Anna. She is a mercenary who suffered a great loss. And the fandom's like, this is Grandma. She shoots hard candy directly into my mouth.
Exactly. She's so cool. I mean, I like the old lady character. I like the old lady sniper character.
She's like, and the fact that she's a support sniper, like, that's really cool. People have made jokes about that so much, about like a character shooting, healing with their gun. Yeah.
You know? And I'm always like, that's so ridiculous. And then when they actually make it work in a game, I'm like, yes. Thank you so much, because it is completely ridiculous. Because
Widowmaker already exists, you literally do not need another sniper character.
Right.
So she has to have some other kind of gimmick.
Right, and her nano boost, or her nana boost, is awesome, because I saw a video the other day of somebody who nano boosted a Mercy, and that Mercy proceeded to literally kill everybody else on the other team.
Right, I can't remember the exact combination, but there is some combo that is, like, if you nano boost them after they've buffed themselves, they are, like, fucking, like, you win. You won Genji. The game. Round over. You're done.
It's Genji.
It is Genji, yes.
It's Genji because Zarya has a shield or something. I can't remember right now. Zarya has a boost, or a buff, and Anna has her nano boost, and then you put it all on Genji, and then Genji just kills everybody without even trying, because Genji's really broken right now.
Genji is as broken as he is cool.
Yeah, exactly, because Genji right now has no viable counter, unlike every other character in the game.
Well, hopefully Sombra will be his counter.
Ooh, I cannot wait. Oh, please, Blizz, would you just give us the solution to this fucking ARG? Because I've been following it now, and we still don't know what that goddamn code in that video means. You guys are ruining my life. I want to know. But I like Anna. I like that she's Pharaoh's mom, and she's the worst really mom ever, because she was just like, well, I'm going to pretend to be dead and not tell my kid and just hope everything turns out for the better, and then I'm going to show up later.
You know what's refreshing? This time it's the mom who's the fucking deadbeat that abandons their kid.
Yeah! It's great! Because usually it's the dad.
So
and this
finally dads get a break.
Finally, anime dads got a break, because Anna was just like, well, I got shot in the face. I think I'm just going to bail for a few years.
I'm just going to quit. I'm out.
And then she just shows up randomly in Mexico in that one comic just to call Reaper ugly.
Yeah.
I know she doesn't really, but I just, like, I don't know. I'm still on the let's make fun of Reaper train. I don't think I'll ever get off of it.
What if it's when she knocked off Reaper's mask and then it cut to him having, like, a goofy, like, old prospector mustache, and, like, that's his disfiguration.
What have they done to you? Oh yeah, it's great.
And it shows him with, like, a Yosemite Sam mustache.
Oh, it's so good. And just, she has a really cool, her skin where she's wearing her helmet is so dope, because I am such a sucker for cool space future helmet things.
Man, what I love about her design is how, like, patched together her design looks with the hood.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she looks like, because, like, Jack clearly overhauled his entire design, and he's looking pretty good. You know, and everyone else is kind of looking pretty pristine and in order, except for Junkrat and Roadhog, but that's intentional. Like, Anna looks like she cobbled together as much armor as she could.
Yeah,
and then slapped on replacement, like, bits.
Yeah, because she's coming out of retirement, so she doesn't have all of her old, like, Overwatch gear. So she has just kind of what she's managed to slap together, and I love her cool sniper coat.
Yeah, that's a good sniper coat.
It's a good sniper coat, man. I love a good sniper coat. I love a cool sniper design any day of the week. And I love eye patches. I think eye patches are really cool.
Are super dope.
Eye patches are cool, and old ladies with eye patches are, again, a really rare thing. So props to you, Blizz. You're giving me everything I've ever wanted in character designs. There's just a bunch of old people running around and really cool-looking character designs, and it's like a dream come true. Next, Luce, is it? I don't know how to say it.
I think it's Lucio.
Is it just Lucio? Okay.
I believe so. That's all I've heard people saying is it's like it's either Lucio, or depending on what accent you actually have. And we're bullshit Americans, so it's Lucio.
It's Lucio because I'm an American and the only other foreign language I ever learned was French, and that's really never done me any good ever. So
Lucio is a very cool character because he's not a fighter.
And he's just such a ray of sunshine.
Yeah, dude. I love, he has that line where he's like in the beginning where he's like, look at this team, man, I'm feeling good about this.
I know!
And I'm like, oh, that's good.
You just, like, feel touched in your soul by how positive this character is. Because he's just so, everybody, you know, like, we've been making fun of Edgelord of Edgelordia over here, and all of their, you know, all of the bullshit past stuff that's going on in that. And then you get to Lucio, and he's just like, I'm super positive, and I make music, and I'm a really cool guy, and I'm gonna be in Lucio Ball, which is the single greatest mode ever, because when it fucks up, it's the best thing in the entire world.
I love that, like, Lucio Ball is, like, the first thing that has, like, there's, like, no real relevant way you could even make this fit somewhere into the Overwatch story.
I know.
Like, I already know the best thing ever about Overwatch lore is the game isn't canon.
Oh, yeah.
For one thing. Like, that's like, when I found that out, I, like, nearly died. That the game itself is irrelevant to the story of Overwatch.
Oh, I know. I think that's really brilliant because it means they can just kind of do whatever they want with the lore and it won't matter. Like, that's so smart to just go, like, But, like, all of the other modes, you know, they kind of say, they've said before that, like, all of those voice lines that all the characters have between each other are kind of like what-if voice lines if they were forced to all work on a team together, right?
I think the best thing is that Fuck the Red Team comic.
Oh, right?
Without a doubt, the best thing to come from the game.
Fuck the Red Team. But see...
I hate Overwatch, but I hate the losing even more.
I'm still a virgin. I haven't lost my virginity yet, because I never lose. But the best part about Lucio Ball is that none of that applies here.
Yeah, it's completely blatantly whatever.
It's 12 Lucios running around on a field, throwing, you know, playing basically Rocket League. It's Rocket League. You know what I mean?
Oh, I love it.
Lucio Ball is Rocket League, and the best part is, we've said this before, the best part about Lucio Ball is when it fucks up.
Yep, and when you got, like...
suddenly there's a McCree on the field.
Yeah, and suddenly McCree is there.
And he's got his guns.
The Lucio Ball thing reminds me of, like, in early MMOs, where, like, glitches would happen, where you could suddenly activate PvP in non-PvP zones.
Oh yeah, it's such a Blizzard thing, because Blizzard had the plague, remember?
Yeah.
They had the World of Warcraft plague, and now it's basically repeating itself with the best addition to a game mode ever, which is 11 Lucios and one guy with a gun. It's just so ridiculous, you know?
I love, aside from that, I do love that Lucio's frog motif.
Because it's the same reason that I love Suyu from My Hero Academia. It's because frog motifs are cute.
They are. Like, I love, like, frogs are not even close to my favorite animal. Frog motifs are great.
Yeah, they're always cute, no matter what. It's just always really fun. His frog his little DJ frog head skin thing is awesome. Have you seen it?
Yes, I have.
Oh my
I
god,
love
it's so good. It's so much fun because again, even like the alt skins for this game are fun.
Mm-hmm. I'm really glad we're getting like alt skins like that because that was the best thing about TF2 was hats.
Oh yeah, but this is just hats on cocaine because it's whole skins, and I'm so excited for Halloween for that exact reason.
Oh, that's gonna be. I hope we get Mercy's witch costume.
Oh, I know. Oh my god. Actually, she's the next one on the list.
Oh,
so,
is she?
Hey. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Mercy.
Mercy. Mercy's probably my favorite character design in the whole game.
I can see that. Yep.
Yeah.
Mercy looks great.
Mercy's armor is really cool. I like all of the lines in her armor. That's I like the way the outfit kind of draws your eyes. I like the dumb bullshit space future angel wings because
the wings are cool.
I'm still a weeaboo at heart, man. And I'll always love some mechanical angel wings because I'm a giant weeb.
The wings are cool. The halo is cool.
I know Blizzard has said she's not an evil immortal. They've broken my heart.
I know, that's depressing.
I'm just hoping maybe she's just an immortal. Maybe they're like, she's not an evil immortal, and they kind of like waggled their eyebrows at Comic-Con. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I hope that she is still like some kind of weird monster lady because I just want it to be that way. I do. Like
May, I really hope Mercy has a sinister mad scientist side in her somewhere.
Yeah, I want there to be more going on with this character than what we see. We know, kind of, that she might be responsible for Reaper, hopefully. So, like, yeah, I want there to be more going on with this character than just, she's just the nice mom. That's it. I mean, that's fine if it is everything that's going on with her, but she could be so much more.
Yeah, exactly.
And I hope so. And her design is really cool. I'm looking at it on my phone right now. It's just really cool.
It's really cool. And I love she's a great support character and I love everything like involving her. Like she doesn't have a lot of videos, which disappoints me.
She really only has that one shot where she appears in the We Are Overwatch video.
Yeah. Which is weird because she's such like a significant character in Overwatch.
Yeah, and I'm sure she'll be getting a short soon. Hopefully she'll get a short with this next round that's coming out. But it doesn't even sound like she'll be in the comic, which is a shame.
Well, isn't the comic about Blackwatch more?
It's about the founding of Overwatch, so
maybe she comes later then.
Yeah, so I guess that makes sense that she wouldn't be. But man, I really like Mercy. I know that's kind of generic because she's kind of like a bunch of people's favorite character, but I just like her. I think I said her design is cool. I really, really, really like both of her alternate skins.
The Devil Mercy costume is really cool.
The Devil Mercy costume is cool, and her Valkyrie costume is really, really cool.
Yes, it is.
And I want more with this character because right now she actually has some of the least amount of canon characterization, and fandom picks up the slack as always. But
I want to see what she's actually like.
Yeah, come on, man, throw me a bone here. All of her voice lines are really cute. Come on, I like her German accent. I hope she's more like Medic.
Yeah,
that's
it. Always comes back to that where I'm just like, yeah, I want her to be more. I don't know if I want her to be more like Medic, but I want to see what her and Medic would do together.
Right? Yeah, I want to know. Like, I do like that she is pretty openly pacifistic, which is cool because it seems like she was the one who was always. Everything I've read from lore is she was the one who was always on literally everybody's cases about like. Why are we becoming this huge militarized force of people when we're supposed to be a force of good in the world? But I still want to see kind of like what she's been up to in 6 years.
Yeah.
I really don't know, unlike everybody else. So yeah, man, give me more Mercy. She's just cool. I like her. She's everybody's favorite character, so just get on with it, Blizzard. Come on, throw me a bone here. 2 more to go.
Okay.
Symmetra
is like Farah, she looks really cool.
We were talking about her awesome robot arm.
I do like that Symmetra has that very, like, they did a good job of incorporating, like, the Indian aesthetics of her, like, culture and stuff into her design.
Oh, man, and her cool, I don't know which god it is. I'm sorry, I should Google that. But her cool Indian god outfit thing is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Because it's so pretty and detailed, and it's everything that I like about Overwatch kind of on one character. Like, that really shows everything I like about Overwatch, because it's like, it's really unique, and it's super colorful, and it's very well designed, and it's super colorful.
She has some of my favorite, like, ability things, which is hard light manipulation.
Oh, yeah.
I love that shit, man.
She's hard to get a play of the game with, I've seen, because she's so solidly support. Like, yeah, I think I've seen more Mercy play of the games than I have Symmetra play of the games, okay? Because poor Symmetra is just very, very support-based.
Her comic was really great. I love that she's technically considered a villain.
Yeah, she is.
Like, she's very, very much not one, but, like, she stands for order, and she gives a very good, different, like, perspective on the order of corporation side of it.
Yeah, it's a cool kind of alternate perspective on things, and of course she's questioning it by the end of the comic, so hopefully we'll get more of her kind of being like, never mind. Well, obviously still liking order.
Yeah, I really love that her and Lucio have like a rival dynamic.
Right? It's cool.
I want to see more of that in the shorts and the comics and stuff like that.
It would be awesome if we could get like a short with those two, right?
Yeah.
Like, that would be, just to see their canonical interactions would be interesting, because they are literally on the exact opposite sides of this kind of this divide of what's going on in Rio. Again, ironic considering what's going on in Rio right now, but hey, what are you gonna do? So I props to Blizzard for canonically putting her on the autism spectrum, because you don't see that ever.
Yeah, that was a line that I'm like, oh, that's nice.
That's cool. Yeah, because it's just so, again, it's such an easy thing to just say, you know, because it doesn't affect her. I mean, I don't know how to put this in the right way. It doesn't affect her character at all, but it does.
It's I don't know if I'm doing that right. Solidify. I don't know the way to put it, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it just kind of gives her an extra level of depth, is the best way to put it, I think.
Yeah.
And I you know, it takes such little work to kind of create that level of depth, so why not just go for it, you know? So, good for them.
Yes.
And last but not least, we've kind of already talked about him a little bit, but hey, we're gonna do it again because his design is cool. It's Zenyatta.
Zenyatta is, like, he's... I wish I could have seen more of him in action in the short.
Yeah, that's another character who hasn't really been given a chance to shine at all. And I guess it's because they kind of don't... I almost don't blame them, because you really don't know what to do with him right now. He's not a member of Overwatch, so you can't give an explanation. You can't put him in, like, the We Are Overwatch video, because he's not. He's Genji's mentor. He's the character who got Genji to be kind of cool with the whole, hey, I'm a robot, but not really thing.
What's crazy is, man, he's 20.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense, though, if you think about it. He's 20 because...
He's a robot. He was built.
He was built at the end of the Omnic War, right? Or the Omnic Crisis. Well, the Omnic Crisis was 20 years ago. He was literally... He came off the factory line, like, at the end of the war, basically. And then, when everything was said and done, you know, it's kind of like, well, hey, welcome to a brave new world, dude.
Yeah.
Hope you can figure it out.
He fits, or Zenyatta fits with that, again, like I was talking about earlier about ridiculously human robots that don't look humanoid. He's a religious robot.
Isn't that neat?
That's a really cool thing.
Yeah, because it's so... I mean, it's too easy to just go the route of, well, I'm a robot, I am pure logic, I do not believe in the existence of a spiritual dur-to-dur, you know? Like, it's too easy to go that way.
Like, do robots have souls? Well, here's a robot praying.
Right. So, obviously, the answer is, yeah, of course. At least in the Overwatch universe, of course the robots have souls. But it's a... I don't know. I like that he kind of decided, instead of going the whole route of, like, big over, religious movement. He's like, no, I'm just going to set out in the world and see if I can help people, because it's a likable character trait. I'm really, again, I like the idea of a short involving robots interacting with the natural world. Mm-hmm. So I hope we get something like that with Zenyatta as well.
Yes, I also like that Zenyatta and Zarya have like a conflict.
Yeah.
Where Zarya's paranoid of him, and he just turns any kind of like threat or anything against her into a compliment.
Yeah, and it makes sense though.
Mm-hmm.
You almost, it's basically fantasy racism. It's not the same thing at all as like actual racism, because in a way it's like, well, yeah, of course she's paranoid around him, because at the time of the Overwatch game, like, there's literally 50,000 people who've died in Russia.
Exactly.
The Omnium in Siberia has gone active again, and it's spitting out robots that are now killing people again. Hey Blizzard, where's my single player mode?
Yeah, like, are we done with Zenyatta?
Is there anything else you want to say about Zenyatta?
I like that he looks like Dawson.
He looks like Dawson. And, his hold on, what last thing? Him and Genji's like nomad skins are really cool. Yes. I like Genji. I like their alternate skins a whole lot, because they're just, again, colorful and bright and fun. Now we can move on.
Okay. The final thing I wanted to really talk about for Overwatch is, I really want a single player or co-op, like horde mode or campaign mode or anything like that,
where it's just you versus a whole bunch of robots.
Mm-hmm. Basically, I just want the Overwatch equivalent of man versus
machine. Yeah, and is that so much to ask, Blizzard? Come on, they talked about it at Comic-Con that they're considering it.
The problem with that message is, yes, it's a good thing, but the fact that they're just like, we're not focusing on it right now.
Means we're waiting for it.
What really bothers me about it is that I love the videos and stuff and all that, like the promo videos and stuff. None of the lore based videos show anything of what the game is like at all.
Yeah,
they're like the Meet the Team videos show off the conflict between red versus blue. Mm-hmm. And they show off, for all the videos, it's, here is this character and how they match up against all the other characters. And they do that in a sort of story way. Yeah. How Meet the Demo can do, or how the demo can do all this stuff. Meet the Spy shows him the paranoia and shows him, taking down Sentry and then sneaking up behind a sniper and all that. And they incorporate that in the story. The Overwatch videos do a good job of showing the powers and how they work.
Yeah.
But they don't do a good job of showing the conflict between characters.
Yeah, and I guess I kind of get it, because they've established that the game and the canon are two very different things. So they're trying to create with the shorts, they're like, well, this is part of the lore, and it never shall it cross over into the game unless we're showing off character abilities. But otherwise, there is no overlap between those two. So I get it, but at the same time, I do wish...
At the same time, it's not good promotional material then.
Yeah.
Because you're not showing off your product, really.
Yeah, but they are showing off how pretty their animation is.
Yeah, they are. Jesus. I mean, that's definitely something.
You guys should definitely just make movies, but not the Warcraft movie.
Yeah, make it a cartoon.
Yeah, please. But I really do hope they will consider some kind of single player mode, because that would solidify my devotion to this game.
Yes, that would like completely lock it in as like I'm fully on board with Overwatch. Right now, I'm pretty much on board with it, because I don't have the aversion to multiplayer class shooters that you do.
Yeah.
But they're still not my favorite genre.
Right. Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, I played a lot of TF2, so like I'm more on board for it for you. But like, yeah, dude, I want to explore this lore as one of the characters.
Yeah, I want some kind of just, even if it's just something simple where I was telling you about this before, where you complete missions on a map or something, and it unlocks, like, lore bits or something, and there's different character conversations dependent on who your party is made of. Just something that simple. Something that simple is really all I'm asking for, and let me just fight a bunch of fucking robots.
Yeah, I just want to, because, like, honest, as much as I love TF2, I have never had as much fun in the arena, in the game modes, as I have playing man versus machine.
Right?
And honestly, it fits Overwatch so well, because Overwatch is about, the team of heroes.
Yeah.
So, like, dude, put that team of heroes, give us an unbeatable horde to fight, let us go to town.
That's literally what an Omnium is, though.
Yeah.
It's a factory line. It's an automated factory that just makes killbots all day.
It's already there. Right?
It's like right there.
You built it already. Like, you have to do no work to incorporate that story in.
It's there. Now just do it, please. Because it would be so much fun.
Just make it a game mode.
It's only a few more steps to us getting a dope ass. Because, like, could you imagine how cool a horde mode would be with these characters? God,
like, because Overwatch encourages teamwork way more than TF2 does.
Right, yeah.
There's that one Tumblr post where it's like, I watched a video for how to get better at Overwatch, and it all boiled down to teamwork, and I got so offended I closed the window in anger. And then someone replied with a picture of Soldier with a speech bubble connecting upward.
It's so true, though, because could you imagine, like, how I think about this a lot because it's such a cool concept. So you've got 22 characters right now, going on 23 because Sombra is coming. Mm-hmm. You've got 22 characters, and that is just an infinite number of combinations you could make.
Yeah.
To have, like, all of these different solutions. It's basically like a puzzle, and the puzzle is, here's 70,000 robots coming to kill you, and the solution is find a way to not die with these different combinations of characters.
Teams of, like, 4 or 6,
Yeah.
And it's just, here's your mission, survive and push forward.
Right, and get to X point on the map.
Yeah.
And just kill however billions of robots there are on the map, because, hey, we're next gen now. You can put a lot of fucking enemies on the screen, even on a console now. Have you seen, like, Pirate Warriors 3 or whichever one it is? Like
Muso games? Yeah.
Yeah, like, Muso games these days are fucking insane. So what I'm telling you is, make me a Muso game, but it's a 4-person cooperative shooter.
Make me a first-person shooter Muso game.
Yes! How fucking awesome of a concept is that? Come on!
That would be amazing.
Right? Oh my god. You just
like,
have, like, literally a map full of enemies.
Oh, it would be glorious. Like, I get it. Overwatch is kind of like the, what's the MOBA first-person shooter like thing, and so MOBAs don't have a lot of different game modes. But, like, dude, this is way more an FPS arena shooter than it is a MOBA.
Oh, absolutely.
Just because you have abilities does not make it more like a MOBA. Like, it's a team-based shooter.
It's a team-based shooter, and I want an excuse to be cooperative with the team without necessarily having to kill other teams, because that's when the game stops being fun.
Yeah.
You know? Like, for me, like, every now and then it can be fun, but for me, like, I don't know, because people can just be assholes. And I know people even on your own team can be assholes, but if it's, like, you're all cooperating towards a mostly impossible goal of kill 70,000 robots and somehow survive, that's just more fun to me.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I mean, that's why I liked Left 4 Dead so much. I really enjoyed Left 4 Dead. I actually put a decent amount of time into it.
Yeah.
So I want more of that.
Yeah.
I need that mode, because the other option is just, I'll play it because I want to, and because I think this game is pretty enough that I'll put the time into it. You'll play it
because it deserves to be played.
But I won't like it. And then I'll become obsessed with it.
It'll be like, hour count 375. I hate this game. I hate team-based shooters.
I hate team-based shooters, she says, after playing it for 500 hours and getting her PC to work for the sole purpose of playing it and Fallout 4 some more. Like, like, absolutely, yeah. And,
that's about, like, the end of the day, it boils down to we just want more Overwatch.
I want more Overwatch lore. I want to know what the fuck is up with Sombra. I'm so bitter that we still haven't solved. Have you seen how crazy the Sombra ARG is now?
Well, they've got to be crazy now because people can just do whatever they want with them and solve it in a minute. If Beneath the Sea, or what was it?
Beyond the Sea. For BioShock 2?
Yeah, BioShock 2.
I think it was just Beyond the Sea, wasn't it? Like the song?
Maybe. Like, for that one, if that came out now, it'd be solved in a minute.
Oh, I know, like in 2 days, because, like, we have the internet now, and we can, like, cooperate. So I have seen, there are people standing on the fountain in Dorado, which is one of the maps, and, like, looking up at the sky, because apparently they hit a code up in there. In the map, they've, like, edited the maps and stuff. I'm just like, chill the fuck out, just give us this character already, Blizzard, goddamn, come on! Why are you doing this to me? I'm not a patient person. And so the idea that I have to wait...
I know.
Is awful. I'm not good at waiting, man.
No.
Because the thing is, like, with everything else, like any other game, it's like, well, here's a mystery. It's like, well, if I play the game enough, I'll get my answer. This is the one case where that's not happening.
Yeah, ARGs, you can't participate in this one because you don't play the game.
Because I'm not smart enough either. I don't know how to do fucking code. Have you seen the bullshit people are going through to make this stuff work? Shut the fuck up. I'm not that smart. I dropped out of college. Like, you know? Come on, throw me a bone here.
I know. Well, hopefully someone else will solve it for us soon.
That's basically what I'm waiting for. Yeah,
I'm waiting for I really hope Sombra is a spy.
I hope Sombra is a spy.
Now, and I say that, I really hope her alt is disguised as another player.
I am excited by the prospect that she might be an invisible character.
Yeah.
She has an invisible mode, which is pretty cool. I want to see, because like we were saying while talking to Othar and the others the other day, there are game lines right now in the game that are like characters thinking there's somebody around them, but they can't see who. So it'd be an interesting addition to the gameplay to have an invisible character running around. Mostly because that's horrifying.
Yes, it's terrifying.
That's terrifying.
Especially if you're an engineer.
Suddenly Overwatch becomes a very scary game. Overwatch, the survival horror game.
Well, isn't that what it is now with Genji?
Oh my god, yeah, that's what somebody was saying on Reddit. It's... Like, level 65 and up competitive play with in Overwatch is just a survival horror game versus Genji.
So, just at the end of it, I hope they add more content. I hope they add more characters, more skins. I really hope we get a bunch of joke skins, man. I want to see Pots and Pans Genji. I want to see, just like really goofy stuff, promotional stuff.
Have you seen fucking Reaper and 76's ridiculous skins?
Wait, the
Daredevil and the Mariachi skins?
Yes!
They are gifts from God, my friend. They are so ridiculous. Holy shit. Like, I want more of those.
Yeah,
I want 1,000
pile
more
on
of
as much
those.
Overwatch. I'll stuff as much as I want in my face.
I will shovel Overwatch into my fucking nasty gob all day because I am obsessed. Yeah, so, Liz got me.
Blizzard dominates another video game genre.
So fucking
surprise,
pissed.
Surprise.
I'm so fucking pissed. You motherfuckers. I thought I had avoided Blizz, and they, at the very last minute, they're like, wrong bitch.
Wait a minute! Wait a minute!
Hey, Sara, you don't like our games? Do you like cool character designs? Son of a bitch!
I do.
Yeah,
I really do.
I really do. Damn it.
Okay, so do you got anything else?
No. I'll probably think of something after we get done talking, like always.
Probably.
But, you know.
So I want to thank Broke for Free for use of our background music. Link to their work in the description. We're on Twitter at The Gorge Podcast. Link to that in the description.
We have a logo!
We have a logo now. We're all fancy and updated. We have an email address, thegorgepodcast@gmail.com. Send us questions, comments, anything you want us to talk about. We will read it on the air, and we will talk about whatever it is you wanted us to talk about. Send us ideas for topics you want to discuss, games, or anything like that.
Don't ask us for jobs, though, because that's the one email we've gotten so far is somebody asking for a job. And that was just kind of weird.
I'm like, dude, I can't even pay my co-host.
I know. And it's not like I want to get paid, but, you know, I would like to get paid, but we're not getting paid.
No.
Sorry.
That's
it.
So, fuck Dima.
Fuck Dima. Good night.
Good night, everyone.